Welcome back to our channel, Rare Coins All World, coin enthusiasts, collectors, and treasure hunters. Today, we're going to dive into the fascinating world of a coin that might just surprise you with its incredible value, the 1999 Roosevelt Silver 1 dime. Now, you may be wondering, a dime? Is it really worth that much? Well, buckle up, because this particular coin has a story, rarity, and value that might just make you take a second look at your loose change. Let's start with a little history lesson on the Roosevelt dime. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, shortly after the passing of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The coin was designed by artist John R. Sinek, who chose to feature Roosevelt's portrait on the obverse, or front, of the coin. The reverse side features a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength, respectively. This simple yet meaningful design has remained on the coin ever since, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in American history. However, the Roosevelt dime was not always made of silver. Originally, dimes were minted with 90% silver, but this changed in 1965. Due to rising silver prices, the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-nickel composition for most of its coins, including the dime. Yet, despite this shift, there were certain years in which silver dimes were still minted. The 1999 Roosevelt dime is one of those special years, which makes it a highly desirable collector's item. When it comes to coin collecting, a key factor in determining the value of a coin is its rarity and condition. Many coins from regular circulation tend to wear out over time, leading to a decrease in value. However, certain coins, like the 1999 Roosevelt silver dime, hold their value not just because of their composition but also because of their scarcity and the condition in which they are found. If you happen to find a 1999 Roosevelt dime in uncirculated condition, you could be holding on to something extremely valuable. But why is the 1999 Roosevelt dime so special? After all, it was only produced in limited quantities, and you might think that there wouldn't be much of a difference between the 1999 coin and others from the same period. Well, this particular dime is rare not just because of its silver composition but also because of the condition in which it has survived over the years. Coins that were minted in 1999 were mostly used for transactions and circulated extensively, which means that the majority of them have significant wear and tear. Finding a 1999 Roosevelt dime in pristine, uncirculated condition is incredibly rare, and this is what makes it so valuable to collectors. If you happen to come across a 1999 Roosevelt silver dime in exceptional condition, you may want to take a closer look at it. Coins that are uncirculated or in mint condition are graded on a scale, with the highest grade being MS 70, mint state 70. A coin in this grade would have no visible signs of wear, and its details would be as sharp and clear as the day it was minted. Coins in lower grades may have some wear or discoloration but are still valuable depending on their rarity and the demand from collectors. Now, let's talk about another important aspect of coin collecting: mint errors. Mint errors occur when something goes wrong during the production process, resulting in a coin that has unique features that make it different from the rest. These errors can range from minor mistakes like a misaligned die to major ones like double strikes or off-center coins. Collectors love mint errors because they are incredibly rare, and they turn an otherwise ordinary coin into a one-of-a-kind treasure. When it comes to the 1999 Roosevelt dime, there have been reports of mint errors that have caught the attention of collectors. One of the most sought-after errors for the 1999 dimes is the double die variety, where the coin was struck twice with slightly misaligned dies. This error causes the coin's design to appear doubled in certain areas, making it a unique and valuable piece. Additionally, some 1999 Roosevelt dimes have been found with off-center strikes, which adds another layer of rarity to these coins. If you find a 1999 Roosevelt dime with any of these mint errors, you could be holding a coin worth far more than its face value. But how much is a 1999 Roosevelt silver 1 dime worth? Well, let's start with the basics. The standard 1999 Roosevelt dime, in average condition, is worth only its face value, 10 cents. However, when you factor in its rarity, silver content, and condition, the value can skyrocket. If you manage to find a 1999 Roosevelt dime in mint or uncirculated condition, it could be worth a significant amount more. A coin that's been graded at MS-65 or higher can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on the level of demand. But here's the exciting part: if you come across a 1999 Roosevelt dime with a rare mint error, a coin that's in absolutely pristine condition, or one that has been certified by a professional grading service, you could be sitting on a coin worth far more than you might imagine. Coins with rare mint errors, particularly double die or off-center strikes, have been known to sell for tens of thousands of dollars at auctions or through private sales. The 1999 Roosevelt Silver 1 dime could be worth a staggering $80,000 if it's in pristine condition, features a rare mint error, or is in high demand among collectors. Yes, you read that right, $80,000 for a single dime. That's the power of coin collecting and the value that these rare pieces can hold. Whether it's because of its silver content, rarity, or minting errors, the 1999 Roosevelt dime is a coin that has the potential to change your financial future if you're lucky enough to find one. So, if you're going through your old change or looking through rolls of dimes, keep an eye out for the 1999 Roosevelt dime. Look for ones in good condition, and don't forget to check for any mint errors. It could be the key to unlocking a significant treasure. If you're unsure about the condition or potential value of a coin, consider getting it professionally graded by a trusted numismatist. After all, you never know what hidden gems might be waiting for you. Today, we are about to uncover the hidden treasure that many may overlook: the 2003 Roosevelt Silver 1 dime. At first glance, this small coin may seem like nothing more than a regular dime, but trust me, it has a fascinating history and value that might surprise you. So, if you've ever wondered whether a 2003 Roosevelt silver dime could be worth a fortune, stay tuned, because you won't want to miss what we're about to reveal. The Roosevelt dime has been a staple of American currency for decades, first minted in 1946 in honor of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who passed away the previous year. Designed by John R. Sinnock, the obverse, front, of the dime features a portrait of Roosevelt, and the reverse, back, features a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbolizing freedom, peace, and strength. These powerful symbols are a testament to the ideals Roosevelt stood for and the enduring legacy he left behind. But let's fast forward to 2003. By this time, the Roosevelt dime had undergone significant changes, but its core design and mission remained intact. The 2003 Roosevelt dime is part of a series of coins minted in the early 21st century. While these coins were produced in substantial numbers, not all of them are created equal. Some of them, especially those from certain years, have gained significant value among collectors. You may be wondering what makes the 2003 Roosevelt dime so special. Let's dive into that. First, let's talk about the composition of the 2003 Roosevelt dime. This coin, like all Roosevelt dimes minted between 1965 and today, is made of a copper-nickel blend. However, it is important to note that earlier issues of the Roosevelt dime were made of 90% silver, and even today, some silver versions of the dime are still highly sought after. So, the 2003 Roosevelt dime isn't silver, but its potential worth lies in its rarity and condition, making it an intriguing coin for collectors. One of the key factors that determine the value of any coin is its condition. While most coins, including dimes, are heavily circulated in daily transactions, some rare examples have been preserved in near mint or uncirculated condition. Finding a 2003 Roosevelt dime in pristine, uncirculated condition is a rare treasure. Coins that have been stored well or shielded from the ravages of circulation can fetch higher prices. A coin that's been stored properly, such as in a protective sleeve or container, can retain its original shine and details, increasing its market value. Additionally, it's important to consider the rarity of the 2003 Roosevelt dime. Like most coins from this era, millions of 2003 dimes were minted. The U.S. Mint produced over 1 billion dimes that year, meaning they're not exactly rare in the traditional sense. But remember, rarity and condition go hand in hand in determining value. Coins that were well cared for or, even better, left untouched from the time they were minted have become highly valuable to collectors. If you find one of these uncirculated dimes in excellent condition, the value can rise significantly. Another factor that could make the 2003 Roosevelt dime a hidden gem is the presence of mint errors. Minting errors are mistakes that happen during the coin production process, and they can dramatically increase the value of a coin. For instance, you might come across a 2003 Roosevelt dime with an off-center strike, where the design appears misaligned. Another error could be a double die, where the design appears double due to the dies being misaligned when striking the coin. These errors are often overlooked by the average person, but collectors go wild for them. Mint errors make the coin unique, and this uniqueness is what increases its value among those who truly understand the rare and exceptional qualities of coins. Now, let's shift our focus to a major factor that affects coin values: demand. The coin market is driven by what collectors are looking for, and the 2003 Roosevelt dime, especially those in pristine condition or with minting errors, is highly sought after. The demand for coins can fluctuate depending on economic conditions, trends, and the availability of certain types of coins. In the case of the 2003 Roosevelt dime, the demand for well-preserved examples and error coins continues to increase as more collectors focus on rare finds and specific dates of coins. As the years go by, the number of uncirculated coins from 2003 that are available becomes smaller, which only increases their worth. But how much can a 2003 Roosevelt silver 1 dime really be worth? While most dimes from 2003 are only worth their face value of 10 cents, it's the rare, uncirculated versions and those with minting errors that can significantly increase in value. For example, a 2003 Roosevelt dime in mint condition could be worth anywhere from $10 to $50 depending on how well it's been preserved. But when you're talking about a truly exceptional example, a coin with a mint error or one that has been graded by a professional grading service, the value skyrockets. For instance, if you find a 2003 Roosevelt dime with a clear and significant minting error, like a double die or an off-center strike, its value could be worth hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars. But here's where things get even more exciting. If you happen to come across a 2003 Roosevelt dime in pristine, uncirculated condition, especially one that has been professionally graded by a trusted coin grading service, the value could be much higher. Coins in MS-68 or MS-69 condition can command incredible prices in the market, with rare examples going for tens of thousands of dollars. Now, let's talk about the real kicker: the potential value for a 2003 Roosevelt silver 1 dime. If the coin is in perfect, uncirculated condition and features one of those desirable mint errors, collectors are willing to pay top dollar. It's possible for one of these rare dimes to fetch as much as $40,000. Yes, you read that right, $40,000 for a single 2003 Roosevelt silver 1 dime. The rarity, combined with its condition and any potential minting errors, makes this coin a true treasure. For collectors, the value of such a coin far exceeds its face value, and the price is reflective of the demand for such exceptional pieces in the coin market. So, if you're lucky enough to come across a 2003 Roosevelt dime in excellent condition or one with a mint error, don't just throw it into your spare change jar. Take a closer look, get it professionally graded, and you might just have a coin worth a small fortune. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, always remember that the world of coin collecting is filled with incredible surprises, and the value of a coin can sometimes exceed our wildest imaginations. Today, we have something really exciting to talk about: the United States Roosevelt silver 1 dime from 2005. When you think of dimes, you probably picture the familiar, small, silver-colored coin in your pocket or spare change jar. But did you know that certain years of these dimes can be worth much more than their face value? The 2005 Roosevelt dime is one such example. While the typical 2005 dime might seem ordinary at first glance, there's much more to it than meets the eye. You'll want to stay with us until the end to hear how this coin could be worth a staggering amount of money. the Roosevelt dime has been a mainstay of American currency for decades, first introduced in 1946 in honor of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who had passed away the previous year. Designed by artist John R. Sinek, the Roosevelt dime was meant to honor the legacy of Roosevelt, known for his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II. The obverse, front, features a detailed portrait of Roosevelt, while the reverse showcases a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. Fast forward to 2005, and the Roosevelt dime was still going strong as an essential part of U.S. currency. The dimes minted in 2005 are a continuation of the Roosevelt dime series, but they carry some unique traits that make them stand out from other years. While millions of 2005 dimes were produced, not all of them are created equal. There's one key factor that can greatly affect the value of a 2005 Roosevelt dime: its condition. That we all know that coins used in everyday transactions tend to show signs of wear and tear over time, but the value of a coin, especially a rare one, can increase significantly if it's in pristine, uncirculated condition. The 2005 Roosevelt dime is no different. While most of these coins were used for everyday purchases and have been circulated heavily, finding one in uncirculated or near-mint condition is a real gem. Coins in excellent condition have higher market demand among collectors, and as a result, they fetch much higher prices. Imagine finding a 2005 Roosevelt dime that's never been used and still retains its sharp, clear details, brilliant luster, and original mint shine. You may be holding a rare and valuable piece of American history. The condition of the coin plays a pivotal role in determining its value. Professional coin grading services, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC) and Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS), evaluate coins on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. Coins graded in the MS-68 or MS-69 range can bring in significantly higher values than a coin in lower grades. For instance, a well-preserved 2005 Roosevelt dime in a high grade can easily be worth much more than its face value of 10 cents. Another factor that contributes to the value of a 2005 Roosevelt dime is its rarity, particularly in mint marks that were less frequently produced. The United States Mint produced these dimes in multiple locations, and the mint mark is an important feature to look out for. A dime minted at the Philadelphia Mint will have no mint mark, while those minted in Denver will have a D mint mark, and those from the San Francisco Mint will have an S. Most of the 2005 Roosevelt dimes were minted at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, but some coins from these years feature rare characteristics or mistakes that make them worth even more to collectors. Mint errors are one of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting because these imperfections can turn a seemingly normal coin into a highly valuable one. Errors such as double dies, misaligned strikes, or even coins with incorrect edges can fetch much higher prices, as they are unique and rare. For instance, a 2005 Roosevelt dime with a minting error can go from being a low-value dime to a highly prized collectible worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the severity and uniqueness of the error. But let's take it a step further and talk about the Roosevelt dime's silver content. The 2005 dimes, while not composed entirely of silver, still have a unique connection to silver in the broader history of U.S. coins. The Roosevelt dime was made of a silver-copper alloy until 1965, when the U.S. government began producing dimes with a copper-nickel composition. The 2005 dimes, like many others from this era, are made of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, which makes them less valuable in terms of metal content. However, their value lies in their rarity, condition, and the collector demand for specific years like 2005. It's not about the silver, it's about the coin's history, its condition, and the sheer rarity of certain specimens. When you think about coin collecting, you often hear the term investment. Many collectors not only view their collections as a hobby but as a form of long-term investment. Some coins, like the 2005 Roosevelt Silver 1 dime, may appreciate in value over time. As more collectors become interested in these coins, and as older dimes from earlier years become harder to find, the value of well-preserved 2005 dimes will likely continue to climb. Now, you might be wondering, how much can a 2005 Roosevelt silver 1 dime really be worth? While most circulated dimes are worth just a few cents above their face value, the value of a coin in excellent condition or one with an exciting minting error can skyrocket. Some collectors have been known to pay hundreds, even thousands of dollars for the right 2005 dimes that are in pristine condition or feature rare errors. A well-preserved, uncirculated 2005 Roosevelt dime might be worth anywhere between $10 to $50, but for the most coveted versions of this coin, including those with significant minting errors, the price can be much, much higher. But here's the big reveal. The 2005 Roosevelt silver 1 dime in perfect condition or with rare minting errors could potentially be worth as much as $48,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $48,000 for a single coin. This price reflects the rarity, condition, and demand for exceptional pieces from this year. Whether you find one of these coins tucked away in your change jar or you come across one at a coin shop, the potential value is extraordinary, especially if it's been well preserved or features an error. So, there you have it. The 2005 Roosevelt silver 1 dime is far more than just a dime. It's a coin with historical significance, unique characteristics, and potential financial value. Today, we've got something really exciting for you, something you definitely don't want to miss. We're talking about the United States of America Roosevelt silver 1 dime from 2012. At first glance, it might seem like an ordinary coin you'd find in your spare change, but let me tell you, this little dime could be hiding an extraordinary value. Stick around until the end of the video, because we'll reveal just how much this 2012 Roosevelt silver 1 dime might be worth today. Let's take a quick journey through history before diving into the value of this coin. The Roosevelt dime has been a mainstay in the U.S. coinage system since it was first introduced in 1946, just 1 year after President Franklin D. Roosevelt passed away. The decision to honor Roosevelt on the dime was made to commemorate his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, a time that defined much of the 20th century. The Roosevelt dime was designed by artist John R. Sinek, and its classic features, a portrait of Roosevelt on the obverse and a torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse, have made it one of the most recognizable coins in American history. Now, moving forward to 2012, we're looking at a coin that represents not only an important historical symbol but also an era of modern minting practices. The Roosevelt dime from 2012 is part of the ongoing series that has been minted every year since 1946, and while the design hasn't changed much over the decades, there are still certain aspects of this particular coin that make it unique. The 2012 coin was produced with the same specifications as other dimes from the series. It has a copper-nickel clad composition, meaning it's made of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. But it's not just the metal content that can affect the value of these coins. Condition, rarity, and minting errors also play a huge role in determining how much they're worth. Like many coins produced in the United States, the 2012 Roosevelt dime was minted in large quantities at multiple U.S. mint facilities, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint produced coins with no mint mark, while the Denver Mint produced coins with a D mint mark, and the San Francisco Mint produced coins with an S mint mark. While all of these mints produced millions of dimes in 2012, it's important to note that not all of these coins were created equal. Mint marks are important because they tell us where the coin was produced, and sometimes coins from certain mints are rarer or more desirable than others. However, the true value of a coin, like the 2012 Roosevelt dime, is heavily influenced by its condition. You may be wondering, how much could a coin that's been in circulation really be worth? Well, let's talk about that. The condition of a coin is one of the most important factors in determining its value. Coins that are in excellent or uncirculated condition, meaning they've never been used for everyday transactions and have no signs of wear, are far more valuable than coins that show signs of heavy use. So, if you happen to find a 2012 Roosevelt dime that looks as good as new, you could have a valuable piece of history on your hands. In fact, coins that are graded as MS-65, Mint State 65, or higher by professional coin grading services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, can command much higher prices than a typical circulated coin. Even a well-preserved coin that might grade as MS-60 or MS-62 can be worth more than face value, depending on the market demand and other factors. Another important thing to keep in mind is that coin collectors are always on the lookout for rare specimens, including those with minting errors. The 2012 Roosevelt dime isn't exempt from this. Some dimes from this year may have unique characteristics or flaws that could make them highly sought after by collectors. Minting errors could include things like double dies, misstrikes, off-center strikes, or even coins that were struck with the wrong type of metal. These kinds of errors are often difficult to spot with the naked eye, but if you happen to come across a 2012 Roosevelt dime with an error, you could be holding a truly valuable coin. Now, let's get into the exciting part, the value of the 2012 Roosevelt Silver 1 dime. For most dimes from this year, they're worth around 10 to 25 cents, especially if they've been in circulation and show signs of wear. However, when you find one in exceptional condition, it can easily be worth much more than that. As I mentioned earlier, coins in uncirculated condition or with minting errors are where the real money lies. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, the price. If you're lucky enough to have a 2012 Roosevelt Silver 1 dime in excellent condition, or one with a rare minting error, it could be worth an astounding $55,000. Yes, you heard that right, $55,000. That's not a typo. A single coin, in pristine condition or with a significant error, can fetch that kind of price on the collector's market. The value of this coin can fluctuate depending on the demand and rarity of specific variations, but the potential for such a high return on a single dime is incredible. So, if you happen to find a 2012 Roosevelt dime that's in near-perfect condition or you come across one with a minting error, it's definitely worth getting it appraised. You might just have a coin that could be worth a small fortune. Remember, coins are not just pieces of currency, they're pieces of history, and the right coin, in the right condition, can be incredibly valuable. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that might just be sitting in your spare change jar right now, something that could be worth a small fortune. We're talking about the United States Roosevelt Silver 1 dime from 2006. Now, this may sound like a regular dime, but trust me, there's a lot more to this little piece of currency than meets the eye. Stick with me until the end because we're about to reveal just how much this coin could be worth today. Before we get into the details of the 2006 Roosevelt Silver 1 dime, let's take a quick moment to talk about the history of this coin. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who passed away the previous year. Roosevelt's leadership during the Great Depression and World War II was legendary, and this coin was designed to commemorate his efforts. The dime was created by engraver John R. Sinek and features a portrait of Roosevelt on the obverse, with a simple yet elegant design of a torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. Now, fast forward to 2006. By this time, the Roosevelt dime had become a staple in American coinage, produced every year with a slight tweak to its design but maintaining its core elements. The 2006 Roosevelt dime was no different, but there are a few important factors that make this particular coin interesting. For starters, in 2006, the United States Mint produced millions of these dimes, with different mint marks indicating where they were made. Some were minted in Philadelphia with no mint mark, while others were made in Denver, marked with a D mint mark. And let's not forget about the rare proof dimes produced in San Francisco, marked with an S. While the majority of these dimes were meant for circulation, the 2006 series included some interesting aspects that collectors would soon take note of. The Roosevelt dime is composed of a copper-nickel-clad material, with 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel making up the core of the coin, and this combination gives it its distinct color and durability. Over the years, the metal composition hasn't changed much, but the coin's overall design and the technology used in minting have evolved. This makes each coin, especially older ones, a valuable piece of American history. Now, you might be wondering, how much could a regular 2006 Roosevelt dime really be worth? The answer to that depends on several factors, including the coin's condition, rarity, and whether it has any unique characteristics or minting errors. While most 2006 Roosevelt dimes in circulation are worth just 10 cents, it's those special coins that make the difference. Let's talk about what makes a coin valuable. For most coins, the value increases significantly when they are in excellent or uncirculated condition. If you have a 2006 Roosevelt dime that looks like it was just minted yesterday, free from scratches, discoloration, or any signs of wear, it could be worth a lot more than 10 cents. These coins are highly sought after by collectors, as the higher the coin's grade, the more valuable it becomes. Coins are typically graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with coins in uncirculated condition typically starting at around MS 60, mint state 60, or higher. The higher the grade, the more money collectors are willing to pay for it. The key to finding valuable coins is looking for those that were well preserved. If you've been keeping your coins in a safe place, away from any damage or wear and tear, you might have a hidden gem. But even a well-worn 2006 Roosevelt dime can sometimes be valuable if it has a unique feature or error. Speaking of errors, let's take a moment to talk about the possibility of minting errors, which can add significant value to a coin. Mint errors occur when something goes wrong during the minting process, resulting in a coin that deviates from the standard design or specifications. These errors are not only rare but also highly prized by collectors because they are unique. For example, a 2006 Roosevelt dime with a misstruck or off-center image, or a double die error, can be worth significantly more than a normal dime. These rare mistakes are often overlooked by casual collectors, which means they can fly under the radar and end up being worth a small fortune. So, now that you have a better understanding of the factors that affect the value of the 2006 Roosevelt Silver 1 dime, you may be wondering just how much one of these dimes could be worth in today's market. Well, you're in for a treat. If you're lucky enough to have a 2006 Roosevelt dime in pristine condition, especially one with a rare minting error, you could be holding a valuable coin in your hands. But, hold on to your seats, because the potential value of this coin might surprise you. You won't believe it, but a 2006 Roosevelt Silver 1 dime in excellent condition, or one with an incredibly rare minting error, can fetch up to $65,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $65,000 for a single dime. It may seem hard to believe, but this is the kind of value that collectors are willing to pay for a coin with the right combination of rarity and condition. If you have one of these coins, especially one that is in top condition or has a unique error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. So, the next time you find a 2006 Roosevelt dime in your change, take a close look at it. You never know, it could be worth far more than its face value. And if you happen to find one in mint condition or with a rare error, be sure to get it appraised. It might just be worth $65,000. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the incredible world of rare coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any exciting discoveries. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting for those hidden treasures.